Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I'm really glad you're here. Today's date is Thursday, February 23rd, 2023. As you may be aware, yesterday was Ash Wednesday. And yesterday was also a day when our 45th Commander-in-Chief went to East Palestine and viewed the devastation that the train derailment earlier this month caused. He brought humanitarian aid with him, and the mainstream media even covered the event to some extent. There was a reaction on another social media site that I wanted to share with you because this post caused some speculation in the alt media community. Okay, just a second, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So the post in question was done by Wesley Hunt. And he says that 45 in Palestine, Ohio, America has two chief executives right now. One who can climb a flight of stairs and one who falls up them, which, hey, that may be the only ascension event that 46 ever gets, okay? One who visits Americans in need and one who takes pallets of cash to another country. One who leads and one who follows. America needs strength again. Now, the speculation this caused was, is there a connection between this phrasing of two chief executives and a Kim Clement prophecy that spoke of the United States having two presidents at one time? I will have a link to that compilation in the video description box so you can see. I was not able to provide a direct link to the video. It doesn't seem to be welcome anymore, but that is the text of the particular time that he was making a prophecy about America at some point having two presidents. Now, it's interesting to note that Kim Clement was from South Africa. He wasn't American, and he passed away in 2016 before we even had a 45th president. And he had a couple of his prophecies that were about our 45th president. And one of them was that during this time, there would be two presidents. So I wanted to ask the cards tonight, was yesterday's visit by Mr. T a fulfillment of the Kim Clement prophecy, or has it already happened through other means or yet to happen? Are there insights and information that can lead us to more knowledge about that? Let's see what the cards have to say. So was this coincidental, or is it a fulfillment of Kim Clement prophecy that our 45th president acted presidential yesterday in East Palestine, Ohio? Or is that moment yet to come, already passed? And other insights and information. Our first card is the Seven of Pentacles, the Hermit, Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands, the Star, Page of Wands, and Ten of Swords. Okay, I'm going to share my insights with you, and then I'll explain what elements of the cards are leading me to those insights. Okay, the insight I'm getting is that yesterday's trip to East Palestine was not a universal fulfillment of the Kim Clement prophecy. It was helpful to those who have not acknowledged shenanigans in our balloting and maybe unaware of continuity of government provisions, which have made us, in effect, have 2 chief executives since 2020. However, that tweet talking about us having 2 is going to be helpful for those who are slow to accept and realize these kind of truths. Looking forward, though, it's looking really good for Mr. T, despite the fact that we see this here. I'll explain that for you here. Let's go back and look at the cards, okay? I thought it was really touching that the 7 of Pentacles showed up for our question, because one of the meanings of this card is faith. And faith is important to many belief systems, including just continuing life as being the best human you possibly can. Now, telling us a little more about that, we have the Hermit card showing up, which is often our divine energy card, our loving creator card. So having faith in a loving creator, I just thought that was beautiful the way that laid out like that. Now, in the recent past, we had the Wands here, the 8 of Wands, which talks about events happening fast, many events happening at once, and which tends to bring about change. And this is a fast-moving energy card. Then look, we have the 9 showing up here, a determination, but again, with the 9 of Wands with more fast-moving energy and standing your ground and being determined, okay, is kind of what goes on here with this. So what I'm getting from that was Mr. T said it was time to step up and be visible, to act visibly, and in great contrast to 46 in this matter, because it was to the benefit of the American people. Now, looking ahead, the Star card shows up. Remember, Star card's number 17. And when the Star card shows up, it's great. It's a harmony card, a hope, creative power, and alignment card. So it's saying that as we move ahead, the things that are spoken about in the 17 posts and even are going to tie in with this too. So yeah, the Kim Clement prophecy about 2 presidents was to some extent fulfilled for those who have not accepted that reality yesterday, when the contrast between 45 and 46 was so very apparent, and the priorities. Okay, for others, it's been fulfilled in the past, because those of us aware of continuity of government have accepted that for whatever reason right now we've had a dual executive situation going on. Looking ahead, though, we've got a again 17 card here. This is one of my white hat cards, literally because he's got a white hat. And he's a cautious optimism card, so we can be optimistic about what's going on with our beloved Mr. T. Okay, and this is indicative of a calamity befalling Mr. T, but that we're coming to an end of that time when there is those 2 event lines happening at the same time. I have to be careful how I phrase things. Let's see if we can get some more insights here. Knight of Swords, we got our white hats, alliance card showing up here. Page of Cups, kind of confirming that we're in for a pleasant surprise in the near future, because these cards now are talking about near future. Queen of Wands is showing up. That's an accomplishment and optimism card. So again, nothing dire, nothing at all. Just an acknowledgement that this situation with the 2 tandem positions is going to be ending fairly soon. And again, a nod that there are 2 very different chief executives acting one for the benefit of his country and one for the benefit of those he owes allegiance to. So let's recap. The Anons who were speculating that the actions taken by 45 yesterday helped make a visible fulfillment of a prophecy done by Kim Clement, they weren't altogether wrong. For some people, it did. It opened their eyes to the fact that there were two very different, like I said, dual chief executives handling situations at the same time, not just past events, very, very differently. And we got some really good cards showing for the near future that we're in for, first of all, just a reassurance that the White Hats and Alliance are still diligently trying to make some corrections, but we have to understand it's not about one balloting issue. It's for an entire world. It's for an entire race, and that is the human race. Okay, near future though says we are shortly in for a pleasant surprise. Okay, and an optimistic card showed up also with the Queen of Wands. And if this card indicates that there are two possibilities still in play, let's use our powers of manifestation to picture the best possible outcome for humanity. I'm moving past for America. Let's talk about the whole planet, and let's ask for the best possible for humanity, the best possible outcome. So that's it for this video. So, yesterday Biden had his ascension event leaving Poland. We're still waiting for ours to see how it rolls out. I make no predictions about that. What will happen is what's going to happen, and it's possible that there'll be more than one option available for people to participate and view in that when it happens. Isn't that great that we have a loving creator that is that powerful, that we don't have to narrow it down to one possibility for what we believe. We can be open to all of them and realize that more than one can happen at the same time to make things happen. But we are headed to some big and wonderful changes, and we can be part of it by continually seeking the best possible outcome for the human race, because we're not divided by countries and colors and genders and educations or anything else. We are one human race. We need to claim our sovereignty and gain our freedom and be on a restorative path that is one more closely aligned to what was meant for us all along. That's it for this video. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time and accompanying me on my little rabbit trails and seeing if A and B make C or not. So thank you so much. I appreciate you more than words can say. And until next time, I wish you love and light and all things bright. Bye.